Hi everyone, my name is Andy. My YouTube channel is Andy Amazon Advocate. So what happened is today I got a very good friend, Liran. That he's on the studio with me today. Maybe I let him introduce himself first.
Sure. My name is Liran Hirschkorn. I've been actually selling stuff online since 2010, and then in 2014 is when I got into selling products on Amazon. And since then, I've sold millions of dollars of physical products, private label products on Amazon, and also run an Amazon advertising agency for sellers.
Before Amazon, where were you selling in?
So I was selling insurance online. I had a life insurance agency. So I would do YouTube videos and SEO and get traffic, and then people would come. So my background is in financial services. So I would get leads and then sell people insurance over the phone.
Wow, I used to be an insurance agent as well.
Huh. I think a lot of us in e-commerce used to sell insurance for some reason.
Okay, sounds good. So Amazon is your first platform?
Amazon, I did in October 2014, I started a little Shopify site, drop shipping. And then by December, I kind of discovered Amazon and made the shift. So I actually first started with Shopify, but it was very quick, few months, like the margins were kind of small on drop shipping. So then I moved and I actually started with Amazon with arbitrage. So I would go out to stores, I would go out to a store, first time beginning, I would spend like $5,000 buying stuff, and I would ship it into Amazon, and then kind of got addicted.
So for my friends who doesn't know what is arbitrage, because there's two types of arbitrage, means retail and online. So I think what Liran is doing is retail, and usually
yes.
people living in the US, they can do that. Not like us that we cannot.
Yes.
Do
yes. Yeah.
So
that's how I got started, and then eventually I moved to private label.
Okay, sounds good. Just curious, you say that you are doing for PPC management as well?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Tell us more about your company. What services do you do?
Sure. So we manage advertising for sellers. The first thing that's kind of unique about what we do is when we manage ads for you, we invite you into a private Slack channel. We have a lot of communication with you. We're running anything from sponsored products to sponsored brand ads, including sponsored brand video ads, which have been very successful. We're running sponsored display product targeting, which is a new ad type that's been successful. But we also do things like DSP, which is off Amazon management, off Amazon advertising. We've seen success with that. And the way we manage is we use a combination of AI-driven software plus human input. So we'll run, the typical auto, manual keyword, ASIN targeting campaigns, but we have what we do differently is we communicate with you a lot. We understand your goals, and we also don't manage just around ACoS. We look at kind of the total picture. We look at total ACoS, so your total spend to your total sales. We don't manage just for ACoS. We look at a lot of metrics, and I have a team that does a really good job of again using both software and manual understanding, human understanding of keywords and your product. I think the Amazon ad platform can be like a Boeing 747, right? But you need to understand how to run the Boeing 747 properly, right? There's all these little buttons and tools. And what we're really good at is sort of understanding how to use the tools that are available, including software, and then also doing a great job of communicating with you to help you reach your goals.
I think in the Amazon business, we see two types of people now. The first type of people are people like you who are really focused in PPC, all the different type of ads in Amazon available. Another type of people is all on the third-party channel and outside of Amazon doing advertising, off traffic bringing in, and etc. Which is which of course I do a mixture of both. Okay.
Yep.
But looking forward, after this pandemic, what changes do you see? It's going to be different from the way you're going to do your PPC ads and everything.
Well, I mean, I think in general, what the pandemic, what COVID has done is it's accelerated the growth of e-commerce, right? It's pushed us forward 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. I don't know how long, but it's pushed us forward because, Amazon, I'm sure when they come out with their reports, will say that they have a whole bunch of new Prime customers, people who have bought products before on Amazon, but didn't buy products in a certain category like health, supplements, grocery, food, sports equipment for the house, toys for the kids. People who never shopped in these like categories, clothing, right, are now shopping on Amazon for these categories because they can't go to brick and mortar stores. Like maybe you were buying kids' toys, but maybe you never bought shorts on Amazon before. Well, now you're buying shorts on Amazon. Now people are, yeast is the number one product in grocery, right? People are buying yeast, food products. So what the pandemic is doing is it's totally accelerating the destruction of brick and mortar and the acceleration of e-commerce. And Amazon, Amazon just last week came out and said, in this in the past few months, we were going to make $4 billion, but have a seat because we're spending all that money on growing, on investing in things in the warehouses to test employees and on scientists, and they're investing everything to take advantage of this and grow even further into the future, moving further ahead from the competition. So even outside of just PPC, what this is doing as a whole is it's giving us a tremendous opportunity. Even after this pandemic, there will be a new baseline, a new higher baseline of people shopping for products online that have never shopped for those products before, that never bought. And what's happening right now is just the consumer behavior is changing. And that behavior, a lot of that behavior will never go back to the old ways of people going to brick and mortar stores. I'm ordering my groceries now and they're getting delivered, right? I used to go out and buy them. Well, now they're getting delivered from Instacart and Costco and all these places. And that's a new behavior for me. I like it. It's good. I'm never going to go out again to shop for groceries in a supermarket. Like, why would I do that, right? After going through this experience. And that's the big advantage here. So what does that mean for PPC? It means if you understand Amazon advertising, you can really use that to your advantage to get further ahead of your competitors, to get aggressive now. If you're able to stay in stock, to utilize, FBA and FBM, third-party warehouses, to understand Amazon advertising, to take advantage of it, you could position yourself very, very well as thinking about what products should I be bringing in for the next 6 to 12 months as this, as these new behaviors change.
That's a very good insight for us to know what is going to happen. Just to share a little bit of what I see as well. What happened in China? Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. When the pandemic happens, it's now exactly happening now in USA as well. So it actually took us quite a lot of insight on what are the products that will be selling at which week. So we have been following the trend in China, and it seems that the people in US is also buying the same things that what happened during those weeks, and then it's actually performing quite well. I'm also a dropshipper as well. I'm still a dropshipper and also an FBA seller, so I'm actually a both. So I got 2 departments working for me on this part. So I think what you have said is so true. A lot of things we may not even want to go back to the old ways anymore. So true.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think this is for sellers in the e-commerce space. Obviously COVID is a terrible pandemic, but in terms of e-commerce, it's one of the industries that's going to be booming, and it already is as a result of this issue. And there's again going to be a whole new types of products that people are going to be buying. Think about right now we're in spring, but think about the fall when a lot of parents may not want to send their kids back to school. Well, what products are they going to need to buy? We've even seen even I wanted to go buy my daughter headphones for her iPad. And it's like so many things are out of stock, right? Like all these products that people are just buying more and more. These little lights for your computer when you're doing Zoom, right? All these executives are now doing Zoom. What's that?
The webcams, yeah.
Yeah, the webcams, the lights, like all the products around like people working from home. So it's a great opportunity to take advantage of that and to double down on your e-commerce business, because this pandemic just pushed the industry forward, you know, many years.
Sounds good. Thank you so much for accepting my interview, and I'm so happy that I interviewed today. So I hope to see you soon again as well, because I think at this time we are supposed to be in Guangzhou.
Oh yes, supposed to be in Canton Canton Fair.
It's supposed to be a quiz event, you know. FBA for you, right?
Oh, FBA. Oh yes. Oh yes, FBA for you in Guangzhou.
Usually
yes.
around this period of time, but he's so sick,
Yes.
like it couldn't be done this week, you know. Yeah, but anyway, so happy, you know. Maybe the next one in October, I'll see you again in China soon.
Yes, sounds good. I'm looking forward to visiting the Canton Fair again. It's kind of hard to imagine, you know, right now what that might look like, but it should also be very interesting to see what the Canton Fair is like in June when they do it online this year. But that's an opportunity for sellers to go and find potential products who were never able to go to the Canton Fair, you know, in China before. But yeah, so that should be really interesting. First time ever the Canton Fair is going online.
Yeah. So we are also looking forward to it. Okay, Ken. So thank you so much. I'll see you again. Cheers.
Thank you.